All right, so never mind the complete utter disaster and mess here, but this is the starting of the Remington 700 series, I guess you could call it. We have the Remington 700 and a Magpul stock. We have the Tribe Optic on top, 4-16 by 44, first focal plane, very nice. This is a 22-inch barrel on here, and we got out and shot it. We went. I do have a Trigger Tech trigger in here, so a very nice trigger. It breaks very cleanly at 2 pounds 2 ounces, and we have some Vortex rings on there, and that's kind of the setup for right now, at least. We may change stuff up down the road, but I went out and shot the 168 grain McGuire Ballistics, the bullets you saw spliced in earlier. But we're going to go ahead and start out with the targets here, and we'll talk about velocity and stuff like that. Kind of interesting. So the first target here, we had a bunch of different groups, but I had 5 groups by 5, but it took me a while to get actually this thing zeroed. I had a problem getting zeroed. But here is the third group. This is one from being zeroed. This is the third group here. That's just over about 1.5 inch group right there. The velocity, so to be honest with you, the first 2 were so slow, it was almost pointless even trying to get a group because of velocity. We definitely have some room to go up in speed if we wanted to, but it wasn't terrible. So for this group right here, as you can see, average velocity was 24.89. We had 5 shots. There's our 5 shots right there. Standard deviation of 6.4 and an extreme spread of 17.6 for a max of 24.95 and a min of 24.78. So that was this one here. Not terrible, but not great. That would, I would toss that to the side. And then the next one here, we're going to get into... This one was, and these are all with the IMR 4064 powder, copper rose, and Federal 210 primers. This here just opens straight up, right? You've got basically just really bad vertical stringing, and 5 shots right there. Here's our results. We had, this kind of matches what we're seeing. An extreme spread of 129.5, standard deviation of 45.9. So something was wrong there with that loading. A min and max of, or the max of 26.28 and a minimum of 24.98, an average of 25.78. So I don't know, something didn't seem right. That one did not shoot, obviously, right? And then so for our final charge, here we're testing all kinds of things today. That's 7. Okay, here we go. So for 50 grains, there's 5 shots right there. I can't complain with that. Just tightened right up, right? So if we go with that and we look at our 5 shots, standard deviation of 31.2, spread of 72.5, and a min max. The max was 26.26, and the min was 25.53 and 25.95. So the interesting thing is it obviously shot really well, but I don't know if I quite trust it. And I only had 25 of these, so we're going to kind of leave it there. I think I probably will come back in the future and revisit it, but this is just starting out. That was on brass that had never been fired, so now the brass has been fired for them going forward. We will have, and then we've got 3 more different 168 grains for the copper rose. We'll see how it goes. Now I have an idea of what to expect for velocity, not having load data. I have a little bit more of an expectation. So we may try to get a little hotter. But remember, we are running on a 22-inch barrel, so the barrel is shorter. So we don't have a 24-inch barrel on there. I am thinking I'm going to get this threaded so we can run a can on the end here. Be I think be a pretty sweet setup. I do like this scope a lot. It's pretty nice, especially for the money. It's not a very expensive scope. I think it's like a $400 scope. So pretty decent setup for this testing. We have a ton of 30-06 stuff to test here, guys. I have over, I think, 86 different bullets to test. That's not just powders and bullets. That's just bullets alone, 30 cal bullets. So we're going to be getting on that. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot of 30 cal stuff coming and a bunch of other 7mm stuff and tons of stuff down the road. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll catch you later.